It's that time of year again, where a cold breeze fills the air, the leaves start to fall, and retail workers have to listen to the same 3 Christmas songs and repeat for the next 6 weeks. That's right, it's the build-up to FICSMAS, and we've got our first glimpse of what the update looks like, including some more 1.1 information as well. I cover all Satisfactory news on this channel, so when we get more information about FICSMAS or an update 1.1, I'll be making a follow-up video to this. So what exactly is FICSMAS? Well, to very briefly summarize, it's an event that takes place every year in December, where we work our way through the FICSMAS MAM research tree to unlock some Christmas-themed items. I'll be explaining some of this a little bit later on. So what exactly is new with FICSMAS in 2024? Well, let's show you the footage. This footage was taken from a show called The Spill, which is hosted by Snut, who also hosts quite a lot of the Satisfactory videos over on the Coffee Stain Studios official channel. This means that everything we see is real. It's not speculation, it's not fan footage somehow, it is completely real from FICSMAS 2024. This is the first main image that we got, and as you can see, we've instantly got a snowman over here to the left. This is what the original FICSMAS snowman used to look like, so it seems like the snowman has indeed undergone some changes since the last FICSMAS. The second thing to notice is the Christmas tree here in the back. There's 3 main types of Christmas trees in FICSMAS. There's this one, which is the bland and basic one. There is then this tree right here, which actually produces gifts. If you don't know, gifts is like the iron ore of FICSMAS. It's the most basic resource that you can have, and you need the gifts to basically build everything else. There's also a third tree, and that's this one right here. But as we can see, this is a post from 2 years ago by What You Know over on Reddit. So this tree is not new, but it does look extremely similar to this. So I'm guessing they've just redesigned this tree, but it's not necessarily a new feature or a new item in the game. Moving over to our second image, and there is a lot more to analyze here. Starting with what I would say is the most obvious thing in this clip, which was this snow dispenser. And technically it's new, and I'll get onto that as of right now. Judging from the clip, we can see that the snow comes out of here, and is dispensed onto the belts and to the area around it. However, we already have an item in the game called the FICSMAS Snow Dispenser. Visually, it looks very different, but it seems to serve a very similar purpose. And right below that, we have got the FICSMAS Decoration, which we can see right there. You can also see we have got the FICSMAS lights and the FICSMAS power pole over here as well. So it's nice that they're making a return. But one of the most obvious and central parts of this picture is this conveyor belt right here, where we've got a couple items that we might recognize, and one item that we may not. Let's start off with this. This is an item that's been in the game for quite a long time now. That's called the FICSMAS Ornament Bundle. Second item can be seen right here, which appears to be some sort of red blur, which upon closer inspection is the FICSMAS Bow. However, what about this last item right here? This doesn't seem to be like an item that we've ever had before, except it might be. I think it might be fireworks. I know it looks completely different from this image as of right here, but I simply think they've just had a redesign. There are currently 3 types of fireworks that you can get in FICSMAS. There's the fancy firework, the sweet firework, and the sparkly firework, all of which requires different resources to make. And upon closer inspection, this does look a little bit like a rocket. This is the head, this is the body, and then this is the rocket's tail, where essentially it's lit from. As far as what I can see, there's nothing else new on this conveyor belt. And essentially, that wraps up our second image. We've got a few new things in here, a couple redesigns, but overall, it looks super festive and super awesome. Very quickly, if you're enjoying this video so far, feel free to subscribe. Subscribing is the best way to support my work. I have a lot more videos coming out soon. Thank you. And without further ado, let's get straight back into the video. Moving on to our final image. There isn't technically anything new in regards of gameplay, but this Northern Lights atmosphere is most certainly new. And I think it looks incredible. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys like this? I kind of wish it stays because I love it that much. I would love to see how this looks over our bigger factories in the game. But yeah, this is a really cool touch, and I'm very glad that they added it. But as far as what I can see, there's nothing else new in regards of the hub or in regards of the man, but it's still pretty cool that we get to have this. Additionally, with the lead up to Christmas, we also get to open an advent calendar in-game. This is what the 2020 calendar looked like, and as you can see, you've got a bunch of different numbers on the screen. All you have to do is just click the numbers depending on what day of the month you're currently on, and it unlocks some sort of reward. I will show you more of the rewards again in just a minute. For example, if today is the 1st of December, you click down here and it opens a square just like that. And again, inside the square, you get the reward. Some numbers are very easy to see, like 2, 17, 13, but others, like the number 23 down here, or even the number 20 up here, are slightly more difficult to try and spot. Same thing can be said with our 2021 calendar. Got numbers all over the place. Some are easy to see, and others, like the number 25 here, which almost looks like it's part of the present, are a lot more difficult to try and spot. Then we have last year's calendar for, again, our 2023 season. And look how difficult the numbers are to spot now. Compare this to our first calendar, where the numbers are so easy to see. Definitely started to make it more challenging over the last couple of years. So the question is the 2024 calendar going to be as challenging? Well, I guess we just have to wait and see. So what exactly are behind these numbers? Well, there's two types of rewards. There's the fixed rewards and the random rewards, and these are rather self-explanatory. For the fixed rewards, everyone everywhere is guaranteed to get 100 FICSMAS gifts on the first day. However, for the second day, people might get random rewards. So for example, you might get 50 snowballs, whereas your friend might get 10 medical inhalers, or someone on Reddit might get 20 power shards, etc, etc. Of course, the worst thing you can probably get is one call. I very much doubt that they're going to be giving us colored cartridges, since, again, they've kind of removed these from the game now. Of course, those 25 Fix-It coupons are fantastic. The superposition oscillators and the quantum computers are also very good. And it does say that these two items down here are only available exclusively through the calendar. Well, now of course you can craft these superposition oscillators in-game, as well as the quantum computer. Although, I do apologize for the quality here, by the way. This is now the image of the supercomputer, and the quantum computer isn't necessarily what it looks like in here. And it's now called a neuro-quantum processor, not a quantum computer. You also get a bunch of different customizations available for FICSMAS. For the Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 conveyor belts, we have these 5, whereas for the pipelines, we've also got a couple different designs. Obviously, since this image has been taken, we now have Mark 6 conveyor belts, so we have no idea what that pattern's going to look like just yet, but I'm sure it's still going to look nice and festive. And unfortunately, we haven't got Mark 3 pipes, so these are most likely the only two pipes that we're going to be able to see. Additionally, you can also get some premium skins as well, which, in case you're used to playing games like Call of Duty or Fortnite, this doesn't cost you money. Even though it's called premium, it is still free, but I believe that you can get it from the Awesome Shop. This isn't the only variant either. We also get access to the truck, which looks really cool. It's got like some sort of gingerbread theme going on, which looks delicious and also rather incredible. We also get the FICSMAS drone as well, which is, again, it looks really cool. Especially since this part right here looks like the Caterium finish that we now currently have available in the game. So that's a very quick rundown of the FICSMAS calendar, rewards, customizations, and other features like that. But there is still a bunch of other information that we know about it. For example, we know that this year they're not rushing FICSMAS, whereas the previous years they've been so focused on Update 8, Update 7, Update 6, etc, that they've been spending all of their time and effort on those updates, rather than FICSMAS. If anything, FICSMAS has just been a side project that gets rushed. That's not happening this year. We also got some more information from Emmett, who is the game director over at Satisfactory, and he said that there are going to be some new unlocks in the Christmas calendar. Also, there will be something special at the end of the calendar, except we don't know what that is. It might be a superposition oscillator, even though I highly doubt it, or it might be something potentially new. Either way, it is very exciting that we have something to grind for at the end of the calendar. At the very end of the spill, which is the show where I got all this information from, Snut and Amir also said that they are going to be keeping some things hidden so that everything isn't going to be spoiled before FICSMAS drops, which I think is rather sensible. I will be live streaming FICSMAS myself here on this channel, hopefully on December 3rd, so if you guys would like to check out FICSMAS, then feel free to stop by on the channel, because I do streams at least a couple times a week, and I also hang out over on Twitch as well occasionally. So that's everything we know about FICSMAS so far. Again, if we get any more news, I'll make a video talking about it, but we also have some more news about what's going to be happening after FICSMAS. For example, update 1.1, yes, this is confirmed. When's it gonna come out? Well, we know that it's going to be sometime in 2025, early 2025, and the actual quote by Emmett himself was something substantial hitting in 2025, which means that they're obviously cooking something rather exciting, and we have to let them do their thing. All we can do is just get excited for it and not raise our expectations too high. Even though Satisfactory's always delivered on really good updates, it's always good to have our expectations relatively low and then be really surprised when it ends up being good, and we can all be excited about that, rather than, again, getting a bit too excited for an update which might not contain everything we expect. One thing that we do know is coming into 1.1 is straight pipes. I've already talked about this before, but you know how you can now make straight conveyor belts in Satisfactory? Well, you can now do the same thing with pipes in 1.1. This is, again, really exciting stuff. Not to mention, 1.1 is going to be a free update, so it's not going to cost you money, it's not a DLC, it's literally just a regular free update. There are some other things that they also mentioned about 1.1, but I feel like that deserves its separate video, whereas this video is more FICSMAS oriented. Let's recap everything that we know so far about FICSMAS 2024. So there is going to be a brand new calendar. We don't know what it looks like, but we know it's most likely going to have 25 spaces, leading us from the 1st of December to the 25th of December. The event's most likely going to start on the 1st of December and last probably sometime until the middle of January, so don't be concerned if you can't play Satisfactory on the 25th. Like, it's not like the rewards are all going to disappear. No, you've got like ages to log in after that, so don't be too concerned about that. We also know that there's going to be something interesting at the very end of the FICSMAS calendar, which is really cool. Additionally, we know that some things are going to be kept hidden to maintain a level of surprise, which I am completely fine with. I'd much rather they do that than spoil everything that's in updates 1.1 or in FICSMAS or even update 1.0 when that came out, so I'm completely fine with that. We also saw that they have redesigned a couple of objects as well, which looks really cool. We also have that amazing Northern Lights, which we saw in one of those small B-roll clips earlier on today. I don't want to drag this video out any further, so thank you very much for watching today's video, and I hope that you learned something new about FICSMAS in 2024. And again, I will have a follow-up video to this coming out sometime very soon. Before we go, a massive thank you to all the members on the channel: Asuna Yuki, Variance, Natormal, Yamikel Burns, Chaos Rising, Scott Hattie, and Meow Meow. Becoming a member is the best way to support my channel, but any support will always be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching today's video, have an amazing rest of your day, and remember, Godspeed.